Friends, picture this. A James Bond villain and a used car salesman had a child. That child grew up and decided to sell a futuristic three-wheeled car during the fuel crisis. That child is Dale, a machine so revolutionary it never actually existed. But before we fire up this beast, subscribe to the channel and smash that button like it owes you gasoline. Here, we love telling stories from the wildest corners of automotive history. In 1974, a charismatic con artist named Geraldine Elizabeth Liz Carmichael burst into the automotive world. She claimed she had the solution to America's fuel crisis: a three-wheeled, two-seater car called the Dale. Imagine this: fuel consumption of just 3.4 liters per 100 kilometers, a price of only $2,000, about $12,000 in today's money, and safety better than any car on the market. Sounds great, right? And people believed. Not in the car itself, but in the idea. Because guess what? Not a single working model of the Dale was ever built. The original prototype was a fiberglass shell with a 305 cubic centimeter Honda Super Hawk motorcycle engine welded onto a handmade steel frame. It looked like a Jetsons pod crossed with a go-kart. Carmichael promised that the engine would later be replaced with a two-cylinder BMW engine producing 40 horsepower with a top speed of 137 kilometers per hour. Yeah, right. I used to say I could solve equations sober too. The Dale was 4.8 meters long, 1.3 meters tall, and weighed under 450 kilograms. Its wheelbase was 2.9 meters. It had only 3 wheels, and Carmichael swore that this made it even safer. She claimed the center of gravity always stayed inside the triangle, making rollovers impossible. Tell that to the owners of the Reliant Robin. But wait, there is more. Liz claimed she would sell 88,000 cars in the first year and 250,000 in the second. The Dale was even featured as a prize on the game show The Price is Right, which is funny because the real value of this car was pure fantasy. In reality, the factory was just a regular warehouse with a few non-functional mock-ups. When journalists and regulators began digging, investors started asking, "Where is our money?" And Liz simply vanished. Eventually, she was found in Texas, working at a flower shop under the name Katherine Johnson. She was arrested, extradited to California, put on trial, and sentenced to 18 months in prison. The story was even featured on Unsolved Mysteries, and rightly so, because her escape was better than some television dramas. Meanwhile, the person who actually built the first Dale prototype, Dale Clift, received just $1,001 and a check for $2,000 that never cleared. The man built a car from the future and ended up in a museum of frauds. Today, the Dale is remembered not as an innovation, but as one of the biggest automotive scams in history. And to me, that is way more entertaining than another boring electric car launch. See you in the next episode, friends. Subscribe if you do not want to wake up with a Dale in your driveway and a debt collector in the driver's seat.